Welcome back to the basement.
Welcome back to the basement yard. My name's Joe Santagato. This is my co-host with the select back hair.
Light strike, select by light strike.
And here we are in some fancy t-shirts.
What have we become?
I don't know.
What have I become? My sweetest friend.
I knew you were going to do something like that.
Everyone.
Guys, don't forget to go to thebasementyard.com and get yourself some tickets to our live shows. We're coming to cities near you, all over the United States, and a little bit in Canada. We actually just added a third show in Toronto on August 5th. Those tickets are on sale now, if they're not sold out, because, you know, Toronto's a crazy city for us.
Bananas.
But anyway, welcome back to the show. What was that?
Where did you go?
It's fine. We're
Try it again. Try it again.
Fine.
Take two. Action.
What'd I say?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, go check out those tickets. We're excited.
We're just coming off an American holiday, Memorial Day.
Yes.
Which, you know.
I don't think you could do that.
Salute?
I don't think you're allowed to. Is that like a taboo thing?
For me to salute?
I think so. I think, first of all, there's like a very like specific way to salute. Like the feet need to be, like the hand needs to be at an angle or something.
Bro, you ever see the guys near like the Capitol? I don't know where they are, and I don't know what's going on.
Well, when was the last time you were at the Capitol?
I know what you're going to say, and it wasn't January 6th. I was actually at the Capitol when you were at the Capitol.
When I was there for your trial because of those.
But the guys who like walk very slowly, but it looks like they're not taking steps and they're kind of gliding.
What the hell is that? What
You've
have you
seen
been
that?
seeing?
I don't think.
I don't think I
Dude.
know what you're talking
There's
about.
a video I saw on the internet of that, but
I will
besides
say
the point.
that. Are you talking to like street performers?
I'm talking about the military.
You see how he speaks about the
I
military?
saw a lot of sailors.
It was Fleet Week. It was Fleet Week
I
in
had
New York.
no idea. I went to Hamilton. There were sailors everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's with the sailors?
it
Are they
was-
out here trying to put their little penis in other people?
Oh, there's also
Is that a
female
thing?
sailors. I think it was like a thing back in the day. I mean, listen to the song Brandy, you know? That she talks about falling in love with a sailor, but his life, his love, and his lady was the sea.
So sailors used to like, they would dock and then they would have unprotected and then they'd leave and there'd
Yep.
be babies and he'd be like, oh, I'm a sailor. So I'm
They
not
would go and they would like repopulate like a shipping
yeah.
town.
Tortuga.
I don't know if that's a real place.
Yeah, I think it's just parts of the Caribbean.
But I know it was Fleet Week here. I imagine that it used to be like a horny week in New York City. I think now it's become like just kind of like whatever.
I think like 50-year-old women love sailors.
There's that thing. There's like that old adage that like women love a man in uniform or something like that.
I think that's still true.
I think it's just women like a man that has like, you know, like not a fucking dumbass. Like the uniform adds a sense of structure, like perceives.
It's so ironic that that's how he tried to explain that, like a dumbass. Dude, like not a fucking like this.
No, but I mean, like, I think it's because like there's a sense of structure that comes along with the uniform, like discipline.
Speak for the women brain.
Well, if they're not going to speak for themselves, who will? Me.
They're not able to articulate because of their small women brain. Let me do it. It's because of the structure of
Send in the sailors. Send them on in. No, I think that was like a.
Would you be on a ship?
Hell no.
Like an aircraft carrier?
Double hell no.
Really? I would
A
want to be
flat
on a
one
big
that can tip over.
Frank, ships don't tip over.
They do. They often tip over.
Frank, it's not 18125. Okay.
That year hasn't happened yet.
That's in the future. But it's not the 1800s. The ships don't flip over.
I think back then they probably flipped over less than they do now.
I don't think any ships flip over.
I
think like it
I think
happens.
one just happened in like North Korea or something.
Yeah, but those are cruise ships. They deserve
No,
it.
this was God Almighty. This was a aircraft carrier flipped over in North Korea, and he was apparently
Was
not
that
upset.
ours or theirs?
It was theirs.
Well,
I
think they have an out.
I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny the status of the North Korean military, and I'm not even going to try.
They got wobbly ships, clearly.
Apparently, but
Yeah.
we've had some wobbly ships. You know,
Which ones?
there's ships that have a little wobble to them.
Yeah.
You know,
I took the ferry yesterday. You want to talk about a wobbly ship?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Which one?
The ferry.
Staten Island?
No, from Manhattan.
When you say the ferry, I think it's known as the Staten Island ferry. Am I incorrect there?
That's because you're not from New York anymore, buddy. We
Fuck
have a
you.
lot of ferries.
That hurts. All right, so why? Just to see how it...
I ran to Manhattan and then took the ferry home.
Oh, did you like do that thing where you like when you're like a jogger at like a stoplight, you keep running in place?
I actually didn't have to stop, but I don't do that because it's embarrassing.
I was gonna say, were you doing that on the ferry?
I would not. No. I mean, that was the end of my run. I was quitting because I saw the ferry coming.
How did it feel?
How did the ferry feel?
Yeah, ferry feel.
I like the ferry.
Was it like a proper
Ferry's
ferry?
such a weird word.
Was it a
Irish.
proper? Hold on. Was it a proper ferry that had those old like Dutch wooden wheels that like makes them go? Because if it's not, then it's not a ferry. It's just a big boat.
Those are those are called like river boats or something.
I think he's
where it's
right.
just like.
Yeah. Where I want to go on one.
Hell yeah.
I actually think in Jersey they have one that's like a booze cruise where you can go on like a riverboat and just drink.
I mean, what are you supposed to do on boats other than alcohol? Sit? Fish?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why I've always been weird about
Fishing's probably fun.
Someone that grew up and dabbled a little in fishing. Not for me. A little slow.
Yeah, well, that's because you did it when you were a kid.
True.
And you're like, whoa, I need to do everything.
Well, what am I going to do as an adult? That's going to be like exhilarating.
Bro,
Fish for like shark?
I think that you have an appreciation for sitting in the backyard and just listening to nature.
I absolutely
and smoking
do.
A cigar and having the most disgusting scotch ever, or whatever, something like that.
Back it up.
Now just imagine there's a fishing pole, and sometimes some gets on, and you go, oh, whoa.
Yeah, but like I don't know why. It's just like for me, it's just like the waiting is the hardest part. It doesn't make a difference. What's the rest of the words from that song? Waiting is the hardest part.
That is, I have no idea.
Before
what that
my
is.
time.
Tom Petty. Well,
Oh.
but I don't know if I could sit there. Like I know people that do like big game fishing, like they fish
Fucking sharks,
tuna.
bro. How the fuck does a little string?
Well,
pull
it's
up a
not.
tuna?
That's the thing. It's not a little string.
Well, I know it's kind of like a.
It's like they have to
Tightrope
wear
cord.
like a harness and like put the fishing rod in their balls.
Yeah, bro, there's no way in hell that I would ever get in a thing that would be connected to a giant fish in the ocean. That's like insane.
And like their boys are like holding them back, like they're getting like.
It's like,
dubbed
no,
on.
you got it, and they're like trying to hold on, and the fuck.
Well, you've prepared for this. You like dubbed with someone out of your league in like 7th or 8th grade, and your boys were just like, "We got your back."
Yeah, dude, that's totally different.
Just think of that Dominican woman as a tuna, and you as your 7th grade old self.
I get where you're going, and it's not like a bad idea, but I really think that a tuna has more power than, you know.
How strong could well, first of all, how big do sea tuna get to?
Big as fuck, Frank.
I mean, okay,
Look it
200
up.
pounds, 300 pounds.
I think it's bigger than that, but even so, you're
How
pulling
fast,
up a fridge.
bro? How fast could a 300-pound tuna really go? Like I could, if you put me in a boat with my feet on the wall, and just prepped with my boys, I think I could reel it in successfully. Josh is watching this, frothing at the mouth because he's been trying to get us to go deep sea fishing for decades.
Yeah.
A fully grown tuna, how long and how much do you think they weigh? They can get up to.
How long?
Get up to, I mean, we could all get up to like 1,000 pounds.
You know what he means. Why do you do that?
I just,
He's like, well, there's people who weigh 1,000 pounds, so humans can get up to. No, tunas, they can be, I'll say 30 feet.
30 feet, brother. That's great. Where are you going?
30
Bro,
feet?
great. There are not even whales that size.
10 no,
I mean, blue whales, I think.
10 feet.
I would say
And I'll
8 feet, 350 pounds.
I'll say 210 pounds, 10 feet.
It's saying Atlantic tunas could get up to 13 feet long and weigh up to 2,000 pounds.
2,000?
That's a ton.
So I'm trying to pull a fucking Volvo out of the ocean?
A Volvo, by the way, that is driving like 40 miles per hour. How fast do these bastards get? Because I imagine with that little fin, that's a big fin back there.
Dude, if he's a 2,000 fucking pounds.
It's probably like getting hit by a speeding.
What do you do? Let me ask you a question. fishermen, when you get it on the boat, what happens then?
I think they hang it up and they're just like, wow.
Hang it up?
We did it.
Like a sail? And you're gonna use it to...
I think, mistake me if I'm wrong here. But
Okay, you are wrong. That was wrong. That is wrong. Mistake you if you are wrong. And that is it.
correct me if I'm wrong. But I think I heard something once that, like, tuna, when you catch them, they immediately start eating their own, like, when they're out of water, like, not like, but like their body starts to, like, break down. So, like, once you catch a tuna, you need to either get it on ice or get it in very quickly.
Wait, why? What do you mean? They start to, like, eat their own body?
Yeah, like, so, like,
What is
for
that
instance,
gonna
when,
do?
like, you go starving and stuff like that, your body starts to eat at your own mass, your muscle, your fat, and stuff like that. It apparently, I could be wrong. Mistake me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, but how would you hear something so specific and be wrong about it?
That's the way.
Is that true?
That's
Like,
the way, baby.
They just know that humans eat them, so they're like, no, I'm going to ruin this
no.
for
I
you.
don't think it's about they see humans and they're like, let's start.
But how
this
would that be a
process
defense
up."
mechanism to kill
Because
yourself?
they're out of the water. They're out of their element. So in order to survive, they do that. Because, like, they say apparently, I always thought, like, you take a fish out of water, this thing is dead in 2 minutes. Apparently, it takes a while for them to die.
Which is the fish that, like, you catch it and then you have to beat it with a bat. And I don't say that we should do that.
don't know.
But I do know that's a thing.
I don't know. I've never heard of a fish that you have to
Fishing's
physically harm.
I'm too
Like,
much
there's like
of
an
a-
old Irishman with a bat, and he's just like, all right,
Yeah.
time to get this guy.
He's got a leather jacket with the collar up, and he's like, "Where is he? Where's this fucking fish?" Dude, I am too much of a bitch to ever go fishing because I would feel bad even putting bait on the end of a hook. I'd be like, "No."
Oh, that's sweet. That's very
I'm
sweet.
serious. Like, that's wrong. I don't give a shit about worms, but a little fish I would feel bad about. But then once I got the fish inside the boat,
Bro,
I'd be like, "Oh my god, it's in his face."
People use little fish to fish for big fish,
I know.
which is fucking crazy. Also, they like, you're not supposed to do this, but they chum,
Yeah.
which
Sorry,
where'd you go?
I had something stuck in my tooth.
Which apparently is like illegal. Like, you're not allowed to chum because it could like create like really, really dangerous situations.
Yeah, with a big fucking shark pulling up, or a
I don't know.
2,000
I
pound
agree.
tuna.
All right, 2,000 pounds, I'm probably out. But if there was
can
like
you look up, by the way, if you could find any information on tunas killing themselves on contact with oxygen or whatever Frank said?
yeah, maybe look that up. But I
wasn't sure how that could be a survival skill.
well, because like humans, once we are like start to starve, our body starts to eat away at itself.
Yeah,
Literally,
but like
our
that
fat,
would, that would
fat
take
storage.
days, though.
Yeah, I think it's like a quicker process, and forgive me if I'm
This feels like a guaranteed no. Like now that we're getting all the information out of you, it feels like this can't be right. But maybe it is.
It is possible. I also could be like completely. It's another type of fish.
You know fishermen, don't you?
I know fisherman. I know un fisherman.
Oh, you know one fish.
I know un fisherman. He does deep sea tuna fishing quite often,
That's scary.
and they're out there for days.
Let me tell you what I like. A little crab cage.
Hell yeah.
A little trick.
Hell yeah.
Come in here, some food in there. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, no, you let it be, and then we sang a lot. When you let it be, like you put something in there, they go in there, and then you pull it up like 4 days later. Boom! There's like half a
50,
dozen
yeah.
fucking blue claws in there.
Oh god. that'd be
I
so
want to
good.
go and dive with the colossal king crabs, the ones that like Gordon Ramsay went down. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
What if they pinch you?
Well, I mean, at that depth in that cold water, what are they grabbing onto, brother?
Oh yeah, not your dick, because that's already
I
gone.
will be as
But like
a board, okay?
a pinch.
Yeah, well, apparently they can take off a finger, so like you need to be real careful.
I was literally just about to ask if that actually hurts.
Getting your finger taken off?
No, like a crab. Like
I imagine,
pinching
dude. Do you see the size of some of these king crabs? They could have like a wingspan of like 5 feet.
what about like a regular crab?
I mean, I imagine it hurts like a pinch, but like now lobsters,
I don't know anything about them.
they got one claw that they call like the Ripper, and the whole idea is that like it grabs on and it fucking Beyblade, you know?
Jesus, I would smash a fucking lobster's head. If
I
it pinched me.
I don't Jesus. I don't want to go on big ships,
Right.
and I definitely don't want to go on smaller ships to hunt animals that are designed to fuck me up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Jaws?
Bro, who's out here trying to catch swordfish? It's got a sword. Leave it alone.
Well, that's just because it's got a pointy nose. Isn't that not a tuna?
No. A swordfish?
No, you don't need to pantomime doing a sword. I get what a sword is.
But like a swordfish.
Tuna and swordfish are different. I'll be honest, I thought they were one and the same.
Why? There was two names.
They look similar, don't they?
Well, now I don't know what a tuna looks like, but like a swordfish, I feel like is a very specific.
So maybe
looking
it's just
fish.
like a longer nosed tuna?
Can you just Google tuna?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not really that sure, but
You thought swordfish and tuna were the exact same? Yeah, like that's a tuna.
oh, it doesn't have a nose at all.
No, this.
Okay, so I'm
yeah.
wrong. Okay.
And then a swordfish. A swordfish. You know what a swordfish looks like.
Okay, I'm wrong.
By the way, we got mats because people were complaining that we were slapping the desk too hard.
Yeah, I see
those
the difference.
are dramatically different fish.
Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. I am wrong.
Okay.
Done.
They had two names.
Yeah, but you have different names for like male and female, like horses or cows, stuff like that. I thought maybe it was like one is like a male, one is a female. I don't know.
That's so interesting. Why
You
do
live and you
think
learn,
that?
Oh,
buddy.
and
You've never seen videos of like swordfish? Oh, you thought tunas looked like that had the big sword.
Yes.
Oh.
so they do die within minutes of coming out of the water, but that's because they need so much oxygen because they're so big.
Because they're fucking
Oh, that
massive.
they just can't get
They
enough.
can't. Yeah, they can't. Get
And you
enough.
didn't find anything about this whole like eating away at their own flesh.
I couldn't find a single thing. I feel like that.
Okay. All right.
They do swim at 50 miles per hour.
This
What?
50 is crazy. 2,000 miles, 2,000 pounds moving at 50 miles per hour.
It's a school car. What?
That is
It's like trying to say full car.
a gold car. That's a full car. That's basically getting hit by a.
How are we able to catch them?
They bite and then they're on, and then you. I think they have to.
I know what fishing is, but I'm
no,
saying
but I
physically.
I think they literally let them tire themselves out. Like they'll be on the line for hours, and then they're at a certain point. The tuna's just like, you know what,
Take me up.
rip, you know, and then
But like, how can you lift that weight by doing this?
I'm sure it's bigger than like the little like Snoopy ones that
But
we had.
I've seen them. They're like big fuckers, but it's like still like you crank 2,000 pounds up.
Well, it's probably more. It feels like more than 2,000 pounds because of the speed at which it goes.
That's so insane.
You know, so that's crazy stuff.
50 miles an hour.
It's unfathomably fast. Some of these fish.
What's the fastest fish? Do fish get faster than tuna?
Yeah,
How do you get faster than 50, brother?
I believe.
What's
some,
the fastest fish?
I believe some could get up to 120.
120.
120?
Get out of here, brother.
the Ferrari of fish.
No way. There's no way. You know what I love? You know what videos I love? You ever see those videos of guys that go like scuba diving and they get rid of the like invasive species like lionfish?
Yes.
And they're just like, Kate! And then they put them in like this big bag and stuff like that. I would do that.
It's like when you know, like prisoners are on the side of the highway cleaning up
Is that?
trash or whatever.
Is that what that is?
or like
like-
community service?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like they go down there to like do right by their community or something like that.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
70 miles per hour.
Still
That's
fast.
still very fast. What
Still
is it?
fast.
What is it?
Which fish?
What else would I be saying?
The sailfish.
Sailfish.
sailfish. Never even heard
What
of
is a
this fish.
sailfish? I imagine it looks big.
The name makes sense.
Well, yeah, because it's sailing. It's flying.
Yeah.
Baby. It's moving.
When you think about it, it should be the fly fish. Actually,
There's
no.
another thing. Isn't fly fishing? Oh, that's a technique of fishing, isn't that?
I know fly fishing is like
A thing.
but I don't know if you're catching fly fish. Maybe.
I don't
Do
know.
they jump out of the water?
Bro, fish. Fuck you guys. I don't like. There's so much. Like that's a whole world that two podcasters don't need to get into right now.
I would prefer if they weren't so slippery,
Yeah, that makes sense.
because then I could grab you
You want to grab a fish?
out of the water.
Have you ever held a fish like raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're slippery
Raw?
bastards. They also got
Yeah.
spines sometimes. They got spines. Some of them have like little needles. They'll poke you.
Ew.
Like a stonefish. It's like the most venomous fish. think we brought this up once on the show.
A stonefish?
Yeah, they have like blue venom that if it gets in you, you're fucked, dude.
Damn, blue
Yeah.
venom is kind of cool.
Well, not when it's in you.
If I had to pick one, though.
So if you're going to die from a venom color, what color would you rather it be?
Blue. I
Blue?
think the other ones I've seen, like snakes, are like yellow.
Yeah,
like
snakes are
this.
crazy, dude.
I don't fuck with that.
I don't
at
fuck
all.
with snakes at all.
I do like watching snakes get devenomized. That ain't it.
Oh, when they bite like the rubber on the cup and they're like,
You're like,
I don't
then you're
fuck.
like, yo. Oh, you ever see when they take the venom and they put it in blood?
And with blood?
And then blood just turns into a solid?
Yeah, I don't know. In like literally in like 12 seconds.
And he's like, yeah, you just do this, and now it's a solid thing. And I'm like, that's a blood clot. Person's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they say that you have mere seconds. That's not it. Minutes.
Yeah.
I guess technically you do have seconds, but it's just a lot of seconds that have been categorized into a larger thing. Instead of going like 400 seconds, you can just do minutes.
You're exhausting. You're exhausting me. Should we get to some sponsors?
Sure.
We do have some sponsors for today, ladies and gentlemen. The first one being, how you doing? My computer's not working. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? I'm talking about Skims. Okay, Skims. They make underwear. Kim Kardashian, what's going on? We don't know. I thought it was just for women at first, but now they make Skims for men. And I can tell you this, as someone who's an owner of this underwear, I love the way it hugs me. Don't tell me you're wearing it right now.
No, I'm not. Very close.
Very close. But we have Skims. It's unbelievable. One of my favorite underwear, if not the favorite underwear that I have. And I like that it's nice and breathable in the area that you want it to be breathable. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to be graphic here, but we know what we're talking about here, okay? It keeps you nice and breezy, and it's very tight to your skin. I also like the color of it, you know? Sometimes it's like sort of flesh-toned, and you're like, wait, is he naked? But then, no, I'm wearing Skims, you know? So that's the coolest part. But they also have a lot of other stuff, too, and you can shop Skims for men, and there's also obviously women's products for them as well, and you can go to skims.com/basement to get some. Okay, so let them know that we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and then select our show in the drop down menu that follows. All right, so go get yourself some Skims, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And we also have Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that's going to put money back in your pocket. They have a bunch of tools that's going to get that done, okay? So how are they going to do that? First, they're going to find and cancel unwanted subscriptions that you may or may not have signed up for back in the day that you forgot about, or maybe it's something that you don't really use anymore, and now you can see all of your money leaving your account in an organized fashion, so you're like, maybe I should cancel a couple of these. So Rocket Money is great for that. They also have a budgeting tool so that you can stay within your budget, be more financially responsible, make sure that you're saving your money. And they also have a tool that can help you lower your bills so you can help grow your savings. Okay, so there's a new goals feature that automatically saves money for you so you don't have to think about it. You can help pay off bills, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. So they make it easy. It's all about, you know, being more financially responsible and growing your savings. So that's what they're going to do for you. They have over 5 million users, and they have saved over $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year. I'd rather have that money. I don't know about you. So cancel your wanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money by going to rocketmoney.com/basement today. Okay, that is rocketmoney.com/basement today. And we actually have one more that we're going to sneak in here, folks. ZocDoc, how you doing? Okay, ZocDoc, this is an awesome website and app that I was using before they were even a sponsor on the Basement Yard. But it's a website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors that are patient reviewed, and you can instantly book an appointment. So you go on the website, you put in your insurance, you see which doctor you want to go to, whether it be a primary care physician or dermatologist or whatever the case is, some specialist, and then they will find doctors in your area that are in your network that take your insurance, and then you see their next available appointments. And usually it's within 2 days, so it's a pretty quick turnaround. A lot of the times I've booked the same day. So it's great, and it's also patient reviewed, like I said. So they kind of give them a score of, 5 out of 5 stars or something, so you know when people have a good experience there, then, it is what it is. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/basement to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/basement, all right? There you go. Doc Doc.
Yeehaw! Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. I really don't know.
Was that necessary?
Listen, if you're using Rocket to manage your subscriptions and you're seeing some that you want to get rid of, why don't you replace them with one that I got for you right here? Come on over, baby. Come on over, baby, to the Basement Yard Patreon. Patreon.com/The Basement Yard. We tell you folks about this quite often, okay? And quite vivaciously, we tell you about it. You sign up for that first tier, you get these weekly episodes 1 week in advance. And then that second tier, you get exclusive episodes every single Friday. So guess what? You're starting your day? Nope. Starting your week. That's right. And ending your week. More time, baby. We got you with The Basement Yard. So go check it out at patreon.com/The Basement Yard. We thank you guys for getting us over 34,000 paid patrons. We are unbelievably amazed and astonished by the love and support you guys give us. So thank you. That helps everything that we do here. And we want to give you guys more of what you like, which is just silly goofiness, stupidity from Joey, and just really incredible insight from me. So do yourself the favor. If you want to save yourself a couple bucks while you're trying to sign up for Patreon, go to a web browser and type in http://patreon.com www.patreon.com/The Basement Yard. That's the best way to do it. That's going to save you some money. If you use the app, our Apple takes money. So save yourself some money. Patreon.com/The Basement Yard. Thank you, folks. We love you. We are so grateful. And we're just going to keep trying to be ourselves, baby.
Speaking about being ourselves, we should probably talk about the fact that Frank had an irresponsible Memorial Day weekend.
Hold on. All right. I told you this in confidence.
Well,
what now?
I'm pretty confident we're going to talk about it.
Okay, I guess we're talking about it now. First of all, define irresponsibility. Because that is subjective.
I feel like we're about to. You're right. It is subjective.
It is subjective.
Let's let people decide whether this is.
Well, I think we know that neither of us are physicians. I think I could say that with confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of us went to school to study human health in any capacity.
I did take a health class in high school.
Okay, so did I. It was mostly about sex, let's be honest. And yours was probably about God. God, the Virgin Mary.
The Virgin Mary's body, yes.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yep.
How did they, navigate that whole... Because obviously a large part of Catholicism, Christianity, is the idea that the Virgin Mary gave birth, the Immaculate Conception. Yeah. How do they navigate that and teach health at the same time? They were just like, this is how it happens now, but that was a separate thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the story, in the Bible.
So they teach...
I am referencing the Bible now. You've done that. You've gotten me to be like, well, that's what it says in the Bible.
Well, I mean, you think about it, there's a whole line of ad sponsorship we haven't even touched yet.
Do you think that Catholics and Christians are out here that's how babies are born? It's supposed to be a miracle that happened.
I'm asking. That's why I'm not no, I don't think. I'm just asking.
Catholics and Christians aren't under the assumption that you just give birth.
But if it happened, maybe they're under the assumption that if it happened once, it can happen again.
No, I think that they love their God, and they're like, no, it happened one time, and he's coming back,
That's it.
And he's gonna kill everyone except us.
Gotcha. You had your hand up. What's up?
Yeah, my science teacher in high school was teaching what's it called? Evolution. It was I don't believe in it. But
he was teaching it?
Yeah, he's like, I don't believe in this because we're Christian, but this is how it happens.
Wow.
Okay. All right. I mean,
that's strange.
To each their own.
That was interesting.
Back to what you are defining as irresponsibility.
Here's why I'm saying that. Frank was like, yo, kicked off dog sucking season, had 6 hot dogs on Sunday.
Well, hold on.
And I was like, yo, what? And he goes, and 3 burgers.
All right. First of all, Memorial Day weekend, we take our dog sucking season very seriously.
Were you wearing sunglasses?
No.
Oh.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Of course.
Then it doesn't count.
Yes.
Yeah, then it doesn't count.
Did you have any hot dogs during Memorial Day weekend?
No.
Now, and be really honest with me.
Wait. No. I'm thinking way too loud. I think I may have.
Be really honest with me here. Seriously, please.
Yeah.
Are you avoiding hot dogs, or you just haven't had them?
I just haven't been around them.
You haven't been at anywhere that had a hot dog in
I
sight.
haven't been with them.
Bring in the hot dogs.
Can you imagine this is a giant hot dog?
No, like you've avoided
I'm
hot
not
dogs?
like avoiding them. I mean, I don't know that I would buy them and make them in my house. But like, if I was at a barbecue and they were there, you best believe.
I'm believing, absolutely.
You are believing.
So you had for Memorial Day weekend, which a lot of people consider to be the unofficial kickoff of the summer.
Right.
You had not a single bite of a hot dog.
No.
I think it's crazy. And did you have any hot dogs?
I went to a ball game, so I had 2.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to a baseball game tomorrow. I'm going to get a big one.
What fucking baseball game are you going to?
Mets?
God damn it. God
damn it.
I love baseball.
I love a good baseball.
I love baseball so much. So you're going to have some hot dogs because you'll be about. You'll be amongst the dogs.
I have a hot dog. Let's not get like insane.
You're not going for more.
I don't know. Don't they sell like big, giant, thick fuckers now?
Oh, yeah, they do.
That's what I mean. I only need one of those.
So it was Memorial Day weekend, which always seems to line up with Becca's birthday. So we had some family and friends over on Sunday.
Recipe for disaster here.
And I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. We're having company. What's an easy middle ground? Like instead of having a cater or like do a bunch of cooking of intricate foods, burgers, dogs on the grill, got after it.
Yeah.
And I also had hot dogs Saturday. Now that I remember.
Why did you have them Saturday? just to like coat your stomach and get them ready for Sunday.
We took the kids to a farm, and by the time I got
You
there,
had a farm dog.
I had a farm dog.
You're eating hot dogs next to horses?
Oh, next to goats, baby.
Ooh.
Llamas.
Can you feed them?
Llamas.
I fucking love llamas. You know they don't have top teeth?
Yeah, camels.
Excuse me?
Place got camels, dude.
Did you get on it?
No, I didn't ride the camel. This place has a bunny enclosure. You can go in and like feed the bunnies and hang with them.
I like them, but I think they don't like me.
Probably afraid of you. Yeah, but they see you have the food and they hop right up to you.
Yeah. I don't fuck with chickens.
They got a ton of chickens, peacocks.
Peacocks are cool. I don't know if I like them.
They got horses,
Love a horse.
sheep,
Indifferent.
goats.
Fuck with them.
They had little babies.
They're silly.
They had baby. They had a full steer, dude.
When I was in Canada, I went to a petting zoo and a goat rammed my knee.
Yeah, dude, this thing had a full, a full steer that gave birth to not a steer doesn't give birth. They had a giant bull, dude.
Big nuts.
Giant fucking fat nuts.
Right? But do you see penis?
I didn't see it because I wasn't looking. I
I
imagine
mean, you saw his balls.
Well,
You-
the
all
balls
you
are
have to do is
huge, dude.
Yeah, just peek around the corner. You'll see a fucking thing.
It was far enough away that I could see the balls, not the penis.
That's wild.
I don't know what that says about that bull.
Yeah.
But they had dogs there, so I had 2 dogs there,
Nice.
and then with friends and family. What?
What time did the party get started?
The
The dirt.
the burgers and dogs didn't go on the grill until 1 p.m.
Okay.
Oh no, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. So 2:08, you got a dog hanging
So
out
I
your
actually,
mouth.
I allow like the guests to eat first, and then I come after I'm done cooking entirely. Then I go
Everyone's done?
in. Then I go in. So I did have 2 dogs on Saturday. I
Right.
had 6 dogs.
Over the course of how many hours?
It sounds about like 8 hours.
Yeah.
3 burgers,
Right.
and I had several beers, some bourbon,
And you said you had an espresso martini.
an espresso martini.
Yeah.
Midnight bean.
We're entering 4,500 calories.
I don't think it's that much. Everybody, chill. I was walking, grilling in the sun. It was a little hot. I shed some calories that day. Why is this irresponsible?
That's bad shit.
I also had some leftover dogs and burgers on Monday.
Oh, on Monday. So you had a 3-day bender.
Yeah, I
3-day dog bender.
I relapsed.
A 3-day dog bender.
It was quite the weekend. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
So you had 6 dogs.
On Sunday.
How many?
Technically 10.
Right. But how many dogs did you make?
5-pound bag of them. So
5-pound bag.
yeah,
They sell them by weight?
yes, they do. Yeah.
How many people were at the party?
Oh, there was a good amount. I would say at least 20 people,
Wow.
including kids. You know, so
How many come in a 5-pound bag?
I don't know, but I held up the Becca made a TikTok, and what's so funny? Why is this
I'm
funny?
picturing way more hot dogs than like it probably is.
Becca made a TikTok and held up the platter of dogs, and
It was insane.
They come like proper dogs, like tied, like the string tying them. So it's one long thing of dogs.
Oh, what?
Hell
Like
yeah.
sausages?
Yeah, well, sure, but they were dogs.
They were all connected?
They were all connected, baby.
So you had to cut the umbilical cord of all these dogs?
Yes.
Wow.
Hold on. Here's me with the dogs.
Can you send that to me?
It's on my wife's TikTok.
All right.
That's great.
It's
That's all of them?
that's the plate of dogs.
That looks like the amount that you. First of all, those are not normal.
Those are big guys.
No, those are massive dogs, dude.
Those are big dogs. Yes, I will confirm they're pretty long. I would say they're at least 9 to 10 inches.
And you had 6 of those?
But of course, when they cook, they shrink a little bit.
You had 60 inches of hot dog?
First of all, I don't like your line of questioning here. Second of all, I don't like how
5 feet of hot dogs.
I don't like how fucking giggly fucking big boy is over here.
5 feet of hot dogs.
I don't like this judgment I'm feeling. I need someone to back me up here. I had
Yeah.
a Memorial Day weekend.
All you did was send it. It's fine.
Yeah, of course I sent it.
Sometimes you have to do that.
And I don't dog during the week, but I'm not opposed to dogging during the week.
Yeah.
I just did it.
Right.
And also, I have openly spoken about
It's a snowball.
not only a snowball. I've talked with you candidly. We've had a lot going on.
Right.
It's been very stressful with housing stuff and all this timing and everything.
Yeah.
So I cut loose. I cut loose and I had 10 hot dogs in 3 days.
Big deal. I had a double digit.
Big deal. And they all had the works on them.
What?
Of course, Of course, I have.
Well, what do you put on top? I'm forgetting. Yeah. So what goes on top?
Well, let's start with the burgers I had first. So, obviously, naturally, cheese,
Yeah. Which kind?
American cheese.
Okay.
It's the best. I learned from that movie, The Menu. Although that movie is a little out there, it's the best cheese for a burger because it doesn't split. It stays gooey. Okay. Lettuce, tomato, mayo, onions, pickles. Might have been some bacon on there.
Okay. So we had 3 bacon dogs.
Okay.
Bacon burgers.
I really hate how laughy you are. I don't think this is not that hysterical.
I just didn't know you could buy hot dogs by the sack.
Yeah, you can. They're great hot dogs too. I am a lover of all types of hot
Costco,
dogs.
BJ's?
Costco, Thumans. They're deli-sized dogs. Look those bad boys up. They come in a vacuum-sealed white bag.
The details are great.
They do. They come in a vacuum-sealed white bag. Okay.
Okay.
Each of the burgers had that. Each of the dogs had sauerkraut, baked beans, and ketchup.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we're up.
why are you so?
I'm locking it.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
So you're calling it irresponsible. I'm calling it
Cutting loose.
cutting loose. Put my feet up. Tying my hair up. What's the one? Putting my feet up. Tie my hair up.
Tie my feet up.
Tie my
Hang me upside down and feed me 10 hot dogs.
Tying my hair up sounds crazy in the context of eating a hot dog.
Tie my hair up.
All
on
right,
my knees.
let's
Damn, dude.
You know what's even funnier about this whole conversation right here?
Oh no.
Is that Health Nut Mikey is sitting in the other room right now.
probably
and he
going
is
crazy.
probably like, because Mikey's such a sweet guy. He's not going to laugh about it. He's just going to be like, you need to be careful, brother. Like, he's going to take the serious approach.
Oh,
But
man.
I feel good. I let loose.
Big deal.
Can we count the calories?
We can.
Can we count the calories?
I mean,
Let's figure out just Sunday.
I think that you would have to run a full marathon to burn off a third of that.
All right, so it was a Thuman's beef hot dog.
I don't know if it's that specific.
Well, I think you could Google the calories, and I think it'll be like, I don't know. I haven't been counting. I think it's like 200
200 what? For a hot dog?
per hot dog.
God, that was so...
And then the buns, obviously.
Right.
Let's say you put a third of a cup of Bush's baked beans home style. You put like a little bit of.
It says 260 calories.
That's
Big
not
deal.
bad, dude.
It's not bad at all.
Times 6.
That's now we're getting up there. Yeah.
Times 6, so that's 1,200.
Yeah.
6 buns.
What? No, it's not.
200 times 6, guys.
200.
200 per hot dog times 6. That's 1,200.
Why are you saying
Yeah,
200?
why are you saying 200?
Because it says 200 per hot dog.
It says 160.
Oh, it's saying 160. But that's Wegmans.
I was just going down here. 130. Doomans, right?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
even better. There we go.
All right, I don't hate that.
130 times 6. What's
130
that?
times 6 is 780?
Yes,
Something
it
like
is.
Yeah. So 780. 6 buns. Those are maybe like 10 calories each.
Yeah.
What?
And now we get beans, and then we get the burgers.
I think I probably ate. Like I might have, food-wise, had 2,000 calories that day.
Okay. No.
You don't think so?
Did you eat breakfast? Or the first thing you put in your mouth was a hot dog?
I'm pretty sure I ate breakfast. I had some overnight oats with berries.
Amazing.
How many beers? I'm doing the calculations.
Let's say an even 5.
And even 5 beers.
They were
Kevs?
Miller Lights.
Naturally.
Naturally, you know how I am.
Mr. Miller Lite.
Yeah. I did have an espresso martini.
Which, that's like nothing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Caffeine is a fat burner?
It is a diuretic, so sure.
Sure.
Bourbon.
I had a 2 glasses of bourbon.
Oh, it went up.
It
It's
did.
all coming back to me now, like
Combine
Celine Dion.
those. We'll toss in 250 for the works.
Yeah, I had a.
Sure. Feels low. Feels low.
250 for the works too. Are we including anything outside of that?
Did you have any lollipops or
I did have dessert.
a cake?
Okay. What would you have?
It was a slice of ice cream cake.
Oof.
You
With
know.
the chocolate crunchies?
Hell yes.
Now we're talking.
Hell yes.
God, now I'm just jealous.
Okay. Listen, come on over. Come on over,
baby.
baby. Come on over. Come on over, baby.
Okay.
I don't know that I could eat that many, to be honest with you.
You probably can't because your brain will tell you to stop. Here's the thing. My stomach is often stronger than my brain.
Right.
So I eat fast enough that my brain hasn't even figured out that I'm full yet. So by the time I have my 4th dog, it's like, uh-oh.
Oh, you just had a hot dog.
Yeah. You just had 1. And it's like, wait a sec. You had 2 and 4.
On the conservative end, we'll say it was about 4,400 calories.
How did you get that math?
Just the
There's no way.
The hot dogs, the buns, burgers, slices of cheese, beers, bourbon, ice cream cake.
Oh, we're adding the other.
You start
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't take into account how many steps I took that day.
It's true.
I took well over, I would say, 10,000 steps.
Okay. So that's probably like
subtract 300.
yeah, it's
400.
like 600 calories.
Still.
Maybe. Yeah, no, but your body burns your BMR, so he burned, I would say, like 2,400 calories.
So that's not bad. I'm in the net positive.
You don't want to be there.
You don't wanna-
You want to be in a deficit. Yeah, you really earned like 2,000 calories, which is fine.
Let's just say this. You call it irresponsibility. And that's fair. I know that you care for me and my cardiovascular health.
If you were doing this every day, that would be irresponsible.
Joey, I can't do this every day.
Obviously.
I'm no longer.
I think no one can.
No, I think I had a great time.
I think it's amazing.
Missed you. Wish you were there sharing some dog moments with me. That would have been great. You know, I understand why you couldn't come. That's okay.
Yeah.
But like, the dogs are about.
The dogs are about.
I might have to chill for another couple weeks. And
You're
I'll be
fine.
honest, I don't know when I'll even have the chance to have hot dogs over the next couple weeks.
It's totally fine. I think it's okay to let your hair down and like go crazy.
I didn't have it tied up. See, I see what you're doing there. I wasn't tying my hair up.
Well,
for
I was
these hot
using an
dogs.
expression. I didn't think it was tied up. I just
Oh.
meant like, just let it down. Like, let's go crazy.
Release your inhibitions, you know?
Yeah, feel it in your skin.
No one else can feel it for you.
Yeah. What a great song.
Yeah. So, okay.
Amazing, man. That's amazing stuff.
And shout out to all of our listeners and supporters.
Mm-hmm.
They've been sending us, tweeting at us pictures of their dogs.
Some people have sent us hot dogs, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
It looks like a dog.
Well, it looks like a leg. Some people get thick dogs.
Listen, baby, people can take down more than you can.
Instead of mad sexually. No, I know. But I'm saying I didn't know they made hot dogs that thick.
Listen, man.
It's like a Mondo burger.
This is America, okay?
Just get bigger.
They get bigger.
And badder.
And badder.
And stronger.
Ooh. Hear me out. Spicy hot dogs.
They make those.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought of it first.
Right.
I said it first.
Yeah.
Is what I mean.
Yeah. I like spicy things.
You
like
do?
When they have foods and it's like, ooh, it's a spicy, and then they name a food that's not normally spicy, I'm like, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, you are the antithesis of normal white people. Like you can handle spice.
I like spice.
You handle it well. It's also because you have spice at a reasonable level. You're not like someone else in this room that's like, we're going to eat the hottest fucking condom on the planet, you know?
I remember when I first like met Ant. Him and his boys were like, him and the Picky Boys were doing like every single day. It was like, yo, hottest cheese ball that's ever existed. We're going to eat 10 of them. And I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
You still got those cheese balls? Which, by the way, I had a couple.
Stale.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I could bring them in.
No, you don't have to.
Don't
No one's
bring 'em in.
asking you to do that.
It would have to be at the end of an episode.
I would rather eat them off.
I mean, I did the one chip challenge at the beginning of an episode once. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
We did it, I think, because we reached a certain amount of followers, and we said, patrons, we said we were going to do the one chip challenge, and then you didn't.
Here's the thing.
I did.
I feel like you say stuff, and then you're like, we're going to do that, and then I never agree.
I think that's one of those situations. Yeah, I think.
And then you're like, we have to do it. We said. I'm like, you said.
I think that is exactly what that was. I think we had talked about it for weeks, and I think you even along the way said like, I'm not doing this, but I said we are. But we're in this together.
We are
the youth of a nation.
I wasn't sure if you're
I know. Come on, baby. Don't ask me who sings that.
P.O.D.?
Is that P.O.D.?
Is it P.O.D.? Do you know
I always confuse P.O.D. and Puddle of Mud.
I mean, it sounds very similar. P.O.D., my oldest brother, I don't know why I'm saying that to you. Thomas told me, he convinced us that it was an acronym for pissed off dolphins.
Might be. We don't know.
We don't know.
We're not
actually,
going to
now
look it
that I
up.
think
I'll tell you
about
that
it.
right now.
Could be pissed off dolphins. We don't
That was a
know
big. They had some big hits. Them and Puddle of Mud around the Creed.
Puddle of Mud.
You know.
Puddle of Mud. Wait.
I always remember the song from it was used for the promo for 2001's Survivor Series, where it was Team WWF versus Team Alliance, and it was I love the way you look at me. I feel a pity just inside.
I don't know that song.
You don't remember that song?
The only Puddle of Mud song I know is like, is it Blurry? I forgot how it goes.
I don't know. I want to get your voice out of my head, 'cause I'm the guy you'll never find.
Wait, what does that sound?
It's Light Strike!
Just been struck by the light!
You had me so good. I was like, what is that? I thought you were going crazy for a sec.
No, it's Light Strike. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Light Strike. This contains alcohol, so you got to be 21 at least in order to enjoy this. But I'm telling you right now, man, I feel strucken with the light.
He's got the strike of light.
I'm lit stricken.
Yeah. He's been striked by light.
Listen, this is really good. On the sides here, 10% coconut water, non-carbonated, sea salt, and it's gluten-free. It's a hard refresher, okay? It's like, it tastes so good. This is a lemon lime flavor, and there's 5% alcohol in here. Is it 5%? I don't want to talk out of turn. It is 5% alcohol, but it is really good. All right, and we love to be struck by the light.
Do me a favor. Add lightning to this when I do this.
Okay, go.
And thunder. Is that even in?
It'd be cool if no one did anything.
It might not be in.
It might not be in. All right, let's try one more time.
Do it
Oh, here we go.
forward.
Let's try one more time.
Here we go. Forward.
But yeah, so go get yourself some Light Strike, okay? It's bold, it's ambitious. Look at it. It's fun. It tastes really good. It's refreshing. it's a nice drink. When I sit outside in the sunlight and I want to be refreshed, but I also want to get a little buzz going, hitting myself with a little light strike. Okay,
Listen,
ladies and gentlemen?
Can't confirm nor deny. Sounds like something that would... Actually, no, I can't confirm. It'd go good with a hot dog. Or 10.
Or... or 10 hot
I think
dogs.
that's very clear. Don't do that.
Do not do that. But yeah, go get yourself some light strike, ladies and gentlemen. Go enjoy that wonderful light strike. We also have Bonobos. If you see us in these nice shirts, it's because we're wearing Bonobos right now. Me and Frankie had the pleasure of shooting for their... oh, he's got the chinos on. We had the pleasure of shooting for their summer linen collection. If you go on the website, you might see some pictures of us, just saying. And you guys probably saw them on Instagram, but that was a lot of fun. But Bonobos is awesome. Frank loves Bonobos too.
Big giant Bonobos fan for very long.
This was like a couple of weeks before we got an email from them, but he wore the Bonobos hot dog sweater
At the Vancouver show.
at the show, and he's like, "Dude, you see this? Bonobos."
And before that, I've been Bonoboed out for a while. So
Bonode.
love their clothes. Incredible fit, incredible feel, breathable, airy, perfect for the summer. And they also have stuff for all seasons if you're looking for it.
Yeah, and the chinos that he's got on. Show him. Put your leg up. So these... Dude, your foot gets hot.
I told you, dude.
It's unbelievable.
You think I'm kidding?
I thought you were kidding. But anyway, Bonobos is giving you 20% off your purchase with the code BY20, ladies and gentlemen. So go to Bonobos and buy some stuff. No need to bundle anything. Just BY20 at checkout. And this offer is good until June 30th. Okay, so get yourself some Bonobos. They have lovely shirts like this. They got great chinos and shirts like that. They have a bunch of other stuff. I've shopped with them for years. I have a pair of pants that I refuse to throw out, and they still hold up. They're Bonobos. I bought them like maybe 7 years ago or 6 years ago, something like that. But they're great. So head on over to bonobos.com, grab your fresh new pieces, and use that code BY20, and you will get that 20% off. All right. So there you go, folks. Boom, boom, boom. I have a question for you.
Yes, baby.
Yes, baby. This is good. Since we're doing it.
Just sending it.
I don't want to say sending it. Get a hot dog in here. Let me ask you a question. As someone who's got a lot of hair on your head,
Yes, I do.
would you?
You have a lot of hair, too. You're doing good.
You're doing good.
Your hair's doing well.
Yeah, I don't think I have like no hair.
Yeah.
Thank you. But you get $10 per hair follicle. Wait. Oh, no. So here's what it is. How many hair follicles are you willing to get rid of forever if each one is $10?
Does that include face?
And your whole body.
Oh. I mean.
But you'll never have hair there again.
Okay. I mean, you could take hair from the Netherlands, you know. That's not.
What's up? What does that mean?
The nether region. You know, like from gooch to you know, back around
the back. Yeah,
the back. You could take every single follicle there.
Okay.
I could lose, like.
Would you be hairless on your arms?
I mean, I basically am. I could probably count the follicles on my arms. I don't have a lot of arm hair.
What about your head? Would you take any?
This is. I feel like it'd be a crime against humanity if I took anything from my head.
I looked it up. You have 5 million hair follicles on your whole body.
So 5 million times 10 would be 50 million.
Well, we have the mathematician over here. Thank God he's
I'm
here
on
to figure
it.
that
I'm on
out,
it,
ladies and
baby.
gentlemen.
You know what did it, right? Yeah. I would say 5 million. I would take all from the Gorge area.
Would you do your legs and just have like...
I would do from the...
Just have like ants' legs?
I would... Come on. I would do from like mid-thigh up. Because like that doesn't need hair.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
You could take all like chest and belly hair. You know, I don't know how much like follicles that are. I imagine most of them are up here. So like...
It says 90 to 150,000 on your head. So I think that's not...
90 to 150,000 on your head. So then the other 4 million 850,000 are elsewhere.
I don't know. That's what
So
it
then
said.
take every single other hair follicle
But then you're gonna
outside from the neck down.
So you'll be very slippery though.
So I'll be fucking $45 million.
No pubes.
richer.
No pubes.
I mean, sure. I'm not like attached to my pubes. We don't have like a buddy relationship.
Right, but like having none, you would have no pubes.
All right, take half of them. That's also worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine. I
You
guess.
gotta have some
No, you can take them for the money.
for all your arms.
I would say from the mid thigh to my neck,
take it all.
take every single. And I would even like, if I could, I'd establish like,
Oh, a line.
I'd
I would do that
establish a
too.
line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like take it all, and then you could do like ears. I don't have ear hair, but like, I mean, there's smaller hairs in there.
Nose.
Nose could go.
Can it?
Toes.
Toes. Get my toes out of
Toes. I have little hairs on my knuckles.
here. Yeah, no knuckle hairs.
You could take all that. You know.
We actually have a lot of hair.
Yeah. And I learned once, in addition to, it was probably the same day I learned about that whole tuna thing, that most of the hair on your body is programmed to only grow to a certain length. Like literally chemically programmed. That's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why your legs don't become like
Crazy.
your hair. Like
Yeah.
it's like your pubes, your facial hair,
Not your balls.
your head. No, your pubes. They'll grow and grow and grow if you let them go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
But like your legs, your arms, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, they'll stop. I would also.
dude, imagine we had to get haircuts for our eyebrows.
There are people that do that, dude.
People thread them.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. I meant imagine they grew long.
Oh yeah, that'd be not fun.
I thought.
think I meant by that?
I don't know.
Like obviously people shape them.
I
but,
mean, there are
like,
people that do get them trimmed.
I wonder what you would look like with like eyebrows like done. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at my brothers. There you go. You got it figured out. My brothers
Do they?
Chris at least does get his eyebrows done.
I feel like you would look maybe strange.
I love my eyebrows.
I like your look. I just
Thank
like
you.
your look.
Thank you so much.
And now with the hair, you kind of look like a bust of a old Greek or Roman thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Like
Julius Caesar.
he was Roman, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I just think that like the eyebrows. I also have a very pronounced brow itself. Like Becca makes fun of me.
You have like a Baltic forehead, kind
She
of.
says, I don't know what the hell that means. I have like Balto who?
No, Baltic.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like they have like a yeah.
It is. It comes out a little bit. Like I don't need to wear like the sun doesn't bother me because my eyebrows take it. Does that make sense?
Oh, you're saying like you
I
kinda
have shade.
this going?
Yeah, I kind of have a little bit of shade going on. I love it.
I think it looks great.
Thank you so much. I would say outside of like my facial hair, which I enjoy,
Yeah.
my eyebrows, my eyelashes,
But the thing is, you could do some. Wait, no.
but I have patchy facial hair as it is. I need every follicle.
I was gonna say also like to get your beard to a length, but that's dumb. That's not what I meant at all. But yeah,
well,
get rid of these.
I guess you could shape it up.
Oh yeah, you could get rid of like.
I would
these.
probably have if I were to do this, I would have it be like the follicles would be picked by like a really talented, skilled Dominican barber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
Just be like, I need this, and they'd be like, we'll take it all, my friend. I'd be like,
Yeah.
line me up, and he's like, this way go.
Do you like having a very straight beard?
No,
Me neither.
I like doing it myself more than I like getting it done.
I usually tell my barber to not do this. 'Cause sometimes I'll do it, but then other times I'm like, I feel like I look strange when it's so sharp.
Well, yeah, you see those people that have them so done, like, oh, fuck, who was it? I think it was Fat Joe, the rapper.
Yeah, I mean, still.
But I'm saying, like,
His shit is done. And
his
this
shit
like a
is,
box.
it's immaculately done, and it at that point, it looks a little,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like a little, like,
I know your barber's got the protractor out, like.
well, when
lining
they
that
do,
shit
like,
up.
the whole, like, they put, like, that, like, plastic.
Yeah.
It's never happened to me. I know it happens,
Like a
though.
compass.
Yes. Yeah, they, like, map it out to your face. Or, like, the people that do, like, the mouthpiece when they shave.
I've never seen that.
That's a real thing. It's a goatee mouthpiece. So you literally put it in your mouth.
Didn't you have a goatee at one point?
Yeah, I mean, bro, you go back and watch old clips. I go through it with my facial hair, okay? There's cleanly shaven Frank. There's goatee. There's somewhere I'm sure there's just mustache, but that's not my.
Dude, I saw a clip the other day on TikTok, and it was like, it was me, you, and Danny, and it was when you had long hair and like a goatee. I was like, this doesn't even look like Frank.
Yeah. And, well, I was also 40 pounds lighter. I think that was right when I was sick.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But that was nuts, dude. I was like, wow, this is such a weird. I think you look much better now.
Thank you. I think this is the best look you've had. Like,
Now it's a compliment off. We're complimenting off.
am I allowed to compliment you once you compliment me?
I know. You know me.
I could just take it. Okay. Too much.
And by it, you
The
mean
compliment.
10 hot dogs.
You didn't need to go there.
I didn't.
I do. I think like this, what you've gotten figured out, you're not going to get better than this.
It's hard to go worse than where I was.
Welcome to the club, baby. Actually, no. I've liked my styles and looks.
All of them? You don't look back at any of them and you go, well.
Well, buzz cut. When I was buzz cut, like no.
I think when we were younger and you had the buzz cut, like it looked good on you. It never looked good on me.
No, I think it looked good on you.
Are you insane?
As a child, Joey.
No.
I think so. But
I don't think so.
I think now with the addition of facial hair, as we are now in our 30s, some of us older than others,
You son of a bitch.
as we're now in our 30s, the addition of facial hair, you need to balance it out with, you know, like with head hair. Like we can't go back to the shave, like buzz cut look. Just wouldn't work.
I mean, I just also don't have like the hairline for that. Not that it's like horrible, but like it just like is up higher.
Yeah.
So like if I was just to buzz, I'd be like, all right, bro, chill. Mad forehead.
We should do, if we get to a certain patron, we should buzz and shave completely.
I would. I can't.
Why not?
You know, since I've been growing facial hair, I have never been clean shaven once.
Oh,
like
I have.
since high school.
I have. What the times that we did like
Drag.
I did it, and
You also shaved it randomly one time and just showed up like that.
well, no, the other time was when we did the Halloween makeup. When we did that makeup, when I was the cat and you were the devil.
The cat. Well, yeah, there was that time, but there was another time where like this is what I'm talking about when I was my last apartment in Astoria. I remember one day you just showed up and you were clean shaven, and I was like, "Hello."
Sometimes I if I like mess it up, I'll be like, just go. Just
Just
get
shave
out
it.
of here. Just go on and get.
Would you ever just do just a stash, like a porn stash?
If I would, but I don't have a powerful stash like yours. Mine is
I think it's powerful.
no, mine is shorter and thinner. If I had it like not shorter, it's longer and thinner. If I had like yours, how it's shorter,
I
and
buzzed
just-
that though.
and puffier, I think it would work. But I also, you know, those 10 hot dogs are catching up to me, and my jawline's not what it used to be.
I think that you have a good.
I love this episode. This is a really good one. I needed this. All right, here we go.
We're just going back. This isn't a podcast anymore. I was gonna say I think you have a good face shape.
Thank you. I agree. I like my face shape, but like this has just gotten a little.
What are you talking about?
You know, like, have you seen that
club?
TikTok trend where girls are like, it'll be like, girls, humble your man, check his jawline,
Oh, and then they take their beard and they go.
and they go like that. Like, mine has gotten a little chubby down here just because 10 hot dogs in a weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason.
It's totally fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
When you agree that hard, it sounds like you're.
I agree. It's not
I
bad.
know, yes, that's what I've been saying, right?
I think if we get to 35,000 patrons,
I'm not shaving. I can't
come on, why not?
because I'm afraid what I will look like.
We'll do it together
I'm scared.
after the shows.
That's another thing.
After the shows. After, like, or, all right, let's make it a little more difficult. 36,000 patrons.
I'm not shaving.
Everything. Come on. It'll be a fun experiment. We could do it on an episode.
I would rather shave like my legs fully.
What the hell even is that? That
Yeah.
that means nothing.
I mean, dude, I don't know.
Listen. Hello? Me too.
I know. Yeah.
I agree. I am not in any position to shave everything either. But I'm saying if we get to 36,000 patrons, you and I,
What's everything?
from the neck up.
Like your head?
Yes.
You can't get rid
Oh,
of it.
that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even considering that. What are you, insane?
You can't get rid of your hair. It's like a crime.
It grows back, brother.
You're gonna shave your head into a buzz cut?
For
Yo, I bet this motherfucker would shave his head into a buzz cut. If you shaved your head into a buzz cut and grew out your beard even further, I bet that would look fire.
Nice try.
What?
I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to make me look like an idiot.
I'm being dead ass.
You're being a dead ass right now.
I'm being a deceased anus.
I don't think that would look good at all, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you have a great hairline.
Thank you. I just don't think it would look good.
I think it would look cool.
We'll see.
I think you should do it like, when the girls are like 13. You should be like,
Just go full skinhead.
that's crazy, but like.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Kratos.
Boy. You have no idea what that is. But
That's what's that game called?
Here we
It's
go.
called.
You got it.
It's called
You can do
something with pages. What's
Come
the
on. No, you're right there. You're right there.
I know it's not pages. What's the first letter?
I'm not saying that.
Harm? No, war. Nope. Har. War?
Don't let me do this.
Oh, God of War.
There it is. I was gonna let him go with pages, to be honest.
Pages. I was thinking Page Master for some
That's
reason.
a great movie.
Great movie. Underrated movie.
So good. Tried to show it to the kids. They didn't give a flying fuck.
That's so disappointing.
God of War and God of War Ragnarok are emotional journeys. Just want to throw that out there. You will.
Those are video games for those who don't know.
They know.
They know.
They know. Boy.
They know. They know. They know.
That wasn't bad, dude.
I've never played it, so I don't know. I can't
It's
comment.
really, really good.
You're pretty good at impressions, so
Thank you. I think if we could discuss offline. If
No
we get
buzz
to-
cutting my head. There's not a chance.
Okay. All right. So then never mind.
There's no way.
You see what he's robbing from you people. You see what he's willing to do for you guys? Nothing.
You won't run a 10K.
One of those is significantly different than the other. I can sit down and get my face shaved and my head buzzed. The other one needs me to run. How am I going to eat 10 hot dogs?
You put them at the finish line. Oh, we do a hot dog.
10K is what, like 6 miles?
Yeah.
I could do that. I'm not gonna.
But what if we did a hot dog 10K? So we got to eat 6 hot dogs every mile. Holy shit.
Joey, you'll be dead.
Yeah.
You won't make it.
I don't even know.
60 hot dogs?
What?
What'd you say?
You said 10 hot dogs every mile.
Oh, no. I said a hot dog every mile.
No, you said 10. You definitely said
Did I?
10.
Oh, so then I misspoke. I meant
Okay.
one hot dog. 60 hot dogs.
That's why I said, like, we'd be dead.
No.
One hot dog every mile. Could we do it? Sure. Will we? No.
Maybe not those big boys you got, but we got like little regular ones.
10 pigs and one pig in a blanket per mile? I'll run a fucking ultra.
100-mile race. Oh, man. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our episode. We appreciate you guys watching along. Again, go to thebasementyard.com and get tickets to shows. If you haven't already, we have some shows there's still some tickets available. So we will see you out there. We are now, as we're currently recording, like a month away from our tour starting. So we're very excited and just excited to get back out there and hang out and have a good time. But go to thebasementyard.com and also go to thebasementyard.com/submit if you're coming to the shows and fill out those forums so that, we can interact with you guys in the crowd and whatnot. It's going to be a fun time. Very excited.
Very excited. We love getting back after it. Yeah, we're excited.
Hide your hot dogs.
No.
We're coming.
Don't hide them. Don't hide them.
Hide your hot dogs.
Enjoy them in the open. Hot dog in public. Dog. Pride dogs. It's June, which is Pride Month, right?
Is it?
Or did Trump take that away?
Probs.
Okay.
But
Pride dogs.
gay dogs?
Gay dogs.
Gogs.
LGBTQIA plus hot dogs.
Equals
Equals
fun time.
love.
This sucks. Whatever we're doing is not funny. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Don't forget to, I don't know. We'll see you
Patreon.
next time. Patreon.
That one.
Patreon.com/thebasementyard. Go sign up for that. And that is all. See you guys next time.